Welcome to episode 49 of Your Daily Writing Habit. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, and people call me Christine Inc. I-N-K. If you're ever looking me up online, you'll definitely find me if you look me up that way. Ink like the stuff you write with. Well, like the stuff I write with anyway. Every day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 18 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three types of habits in particular can have a huge impact on your success: writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Today's writing habit, and one I've been covering, started covering yesterday and I'll be covering over the next few days, is a mix of productivity and mindset. It's based on the very popular stat, we see it on social media a lot, that 81% of Americans feel they have a book inside them and that they should, quote unquote, should write it. So, my question is, what's stopping them? If you're one of the 81%, what's stopping you from turning I should into I will? So, here are some of the book writing obstacles, otherwise known as objections or arguments, that I have heard from aspiring authors, along with my kind of rebuttals to those arguments. So, today is the second obstacle to why people tell me they're not writing their book, and it is I don't know how to start it. So, if you don't know how to start writing your book, I've made up a stat here of my own: 97.3% of the time, totally just made that up. It means you are not asking the right questions. Huge fan of asking questions to get clear on the book that you're writing, who you're writing it for, your why, all that. So, I have some questions for you to journal on, to think on, and journal on today to get more clear about what your book is about. Because once you have clarity on your book, it'll be easier to start writing it. Questions like, who is your target reader? And the more meticulous detail that you can describe that person in, the better. Next question, what is the biggest promise of your book? What is the intended transformation? Next question, where are your readers in their life or career when they pick up your book? Where do you want them to be when they finish it? What is the most effective and inspired way to craft this journey from where they are now to where you want them to be at the end? What kind of things are you going to include in each chapter? And how will each chapter flow from beginning to end? What is the biggest takeaway from each chapter? And finally, what is your writing plan? This is, what I call the rubber meets the road piece of book development, is just starting a simple table for yourself of dates, deadlines, and word counts, just something to keep you on track. Even though if you miss them once in a while, that's fine. There's no deadline police. I tell my clients that it's going to show up at your door and if you miss your word count or miss a deadline. But if you have that initial table of dates, deadlines, and word counts, you'll have something to go from, something to keep you accountable to this promise you've made yourself to write a book. So the more clarity you gain through asking questions about what your book looks like, who it's for, and why you're writing it, the closer you will get to the starting line. The questions will get you to the starting line. Thank you for joining me here today on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I'm helping you solidify your writing habits so you can finish writing your awesome book, which I'm very excited to read someday. And if you know anyone else who is writing a book, please share this recording with them, this briefing, whether you're watching it on YouTube or listening to it on iTunes or listening to it on Amazon Alexa. I would love it if you would somehow share this with your friends so they can get some help writing their books as well. Until tomorrow, happy writing.